Well, good morning, folks. Well, I managed to get out of the house a little bit there yesterday. I made a trip over into the Waterville area, up into Belvedere Junction. Not many people up in that country. Stopped off at a few of our covered bridges and took some pictures and some video. But it was right in the middle of a snowstorm, so couldn't see the mountain very well, but I did have a good time. I ended up to on the Eden side there of Belvedere Pond. Got some pictures there. Snowbanks there on the edge of the turnout were about 6 feet tall, so I couldn't see over the top of them. But anyway, had a good time, got some good footage. In a few days I'll pop it up there on the YouTube channel. If you want to come along for the ride, I'd love to have you. Well, anyway, what am I doing today? Oh, I got some nice yeast here coming up, so we're going to do some baking anyway. I was going to make some of this cheesy loaf. And I just want to go over the ingredients here if I can get it all. There's quite a bit of stuff here, but I got, I think there's 2.5 cups of flour. And I've got 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. I've got a 1/2 cup of milk. I got a 1/2 cup of butter. I got some salt. What else have I got here? Oh, I got some garlic powder. I got 1 egg. And that pretty much does it for the batter. I got one of these fruit pans, and I sprinkled this white sesame seeds all on the bottom. I greased it up pretty good with that Crisco shortening. Pretty sticky stuff. And another thing I added into my topping sauce was some Italian herb. Mixed it in with 1/4 cup of butter, some garlic, and I don't know, there's quite a bit of shredded cheese. Now, this is going to go into the center of my bread there. So, when I put this all together, we'll probably cook this at about 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. But before I do that, I'm going to have to let this rise up to at least double in size before I can bake it. So there'll be some wait time. So anyway, let me get started on this. I'll put my thermometer over here out of the way. Don't want to get anything on that. It cost me $9. I wouldn't want to lose that $9 now, would I? So I'm going to dump in about 1.5 cups of my flour into this here. Give or take. And I'm going to add my garlic. And my salt. And I'm just going to take my scraper here, my thingamajig, and I'm just going to mix this in a little bit. So it's all incorporated. I don't look too bad. Now I'm going to dump in my yeast. And we'll flip this baby down and see if it'll start. Oh, yeah. Now this is more of a batter instead of a dough, so we'll be spooning it in there. But we'll only put half of it into the flute pan, and then I'm going to take and sprinkle my topping mix, which really isn't on the top, it's in the middle, and get that all evenly spread around there, and then we're going to add the rest of the batter to it and let it rise and see what happens. add my butter. I heated that up once, but it looks like it chilled up again. It's pretty cold up here, you know. It's hard to do bacon in the wintertime because it's damn cold. But if you do it in the summer, it heats up your house so much you can't stand it. Oh, I can smell them spices. That smells good. Oh, this ought to be delicious. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to throw in my egg. There we go. One chicken. We'll give her another mix. Break down my sides. Oh yeah. I like the smell of that garlic and seasoning. Really good. Give her another spin. Start adding water, not water, flour. We'll add water if we need it, but I don't know how much we need. Getting there. You have to have a little patience with it, but you want to get that right consistency. like doing surgery, isn't it? Looks pretty good. Give that a turn, take it off there. Now I'm going to spread my batter in my pan. It is sticky, but it'll go in there. Now remember just to use half of this. They said use a spoon, but you know me, I never listen to anybody. All right. Put some oil on my fingers here and spread that better. Get some oily fingers. Oh yeah, that works pretty good. And you see, I packed that all around there. And now the next thing I want to do, let's move this back. Bring this over here. My filling. Smells a little spicy. We'll put this filling right around the horn. Now you can add as much of this as you want. I kind of like it's good cheesy bread. So it will be cheesy. There, that's finished. Now you can see my cheesy filling's covering all the dough. Now we'll get the rest of this dough out here. Oil up my fingers a little bit. Yeah, this oil works fine to pick this up so it don't stick to your fingers too much. Now it's a waiting game. 18 minutes later, I have it all put together. Now I got dishes to do. Oh my God. Oh well. So that's pretty easy to do. Like I say, I'm gonna let this rise up in my little bag I have over there for an hour, and then I'll bake it at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes, and maybe I'll have some sliced bread for lunch. Cheesy bread. Now, make sure when you use these sesame seeds, you get the white ones and not the dark ones, because that's what they recommend. And Italian herb you can get right at the grocery store. Powdered garlic. And, yep. Guess that's all. I got enough gabbing done. Maybe I'll let you go. I'll be back sometime. Papa keeps saying have a great day. Well, it more than doubled in size. Looks like it came out pretty good. I'm gonna have to cut me up some slices of that and see how it tastes. Well, thank you for coming along.